Hello from the advising office. This is your post-advising informational follow-up. This video is designed to get you the information that you need. So you can skip around using the table of contents sent to you in the email that should show you the marked designated spots to find the specific information that you have questions about. There's obviously a lot of information thrown at you during orientation and at the start of your college career, but this should help answer some of the common questions that you might have. A lot of the questions that students have after their advising appointment is how they schedule their classes. To do that, I recommend starting at the WCC Gateway and clicking on View Schedule. You should have been given your course schedule from your advisor, and you should be able to search for the classes from that schedule. Let's say that you're taking a class like Psychology 100. As you scroll down, one thing that you'll notice is there are different boxes, and these boxes are meant to designate each specific class. There's a status listed for these classes. A wait list indicates that the class is full. And if you click on class details, you can see that there are 0 open seats out of the 30 available. Currently, there is one other student listed on this wait list. If you're interested in joining this specific section, you can simply add yourself to the wait list of this course. As we scroll down, you'll notice that there are open sections that would allow you to register for that specific course. So as you can see, this class has 19 available seats left out of 30. As we move along, you'll see the specific section number and a very valuable 5-digit number, the course registration number. We will use this to register for the course later. It will also show us the start and end date of the course. It's very important that you pay attention to every class's start and end date. Some courses, as you can see below, start later in the semester and are provided in an accelerated component or format. So you can see with this section, this course begins on September 21st and goes until December 18. It is a 12-week course. You can see there's also a 10-week course and a couple 7.5-week courses. These courses cover the same amount of information covered in a 15-week section in this limited amount of weeks. So it's important to know what you're signing up for in the beginning. And you can see as we go along, the specific instructor and whether this course is taught online, or if we scroll down and you see a specific room number, you'll see that it's taught on campus. The nice thing is these rooms are linked to a map of the building that shows you a campus map and a building map of where that class is located. Now, you may need to reach out to your instructor after you register for a specific class. So it's recommended that you click on the instructor's name once and then click on it one more time to see how to contact your instructor. Email is the preferred way to reach out to your instructor. Now, let's say that we'd like to register for our classes. From the homepage, we can go to the WCC Gateway and select the student dashboard. Here, you'll see a register for classes button that will take you right to the registration page. But I'd like to walk you through the longer process just to show you how to do it through your MyWCC. You'll then select the Student Services dashboard here. You'll then go under registration and planning and click registration. Register for classes. We're going to choose the fall that we'd like, or the semester that we'd like to register for. So in this case, fall of 2022. And then we'll have the ability to register for our courses. So you can register by typing in the class. So we were just looking up Psychology 100. And you can click that, click search, and you'll see a lot of the different sections listed here. I personally like to register using the CRNs. I believe this scheduling system is easier to read and understand. So let's use the example we were talking about before. We're going to copy this CRN number for the online psychology with Maria Ortega. We'll then go back and put this CRN number in and click add to summary. You'll then see that the course is added and the status is pending. We then click submit, and it should say registered to indicate that we have successfully saved and registered for that course. Now you can see I'm already in another course that I'd like to demonstrate for you later. And if you decide that that's not the right course or courses for you, you can click web drop and click submit to get rid of those from your schedule. Now let's look up another course. So we just registered for an online psychology course. Next, we're going to register for our English composition and the English composition support course. So you can see here, English 111, composition 1, and it's possible that your advisor might have suggested to you the need to register for a support course, which you could see listed here. In this case, we're going to look up the support course first. And it looks like, according to the schedule, maybe we'd like to do the Tuesday support course from 6 to 7:55. The key with support courses is we have to register for the support course and the regular course simultaneously. So if we go in and we put in the CRN number for the support course, and then we look around for the class that we'd like to do for the regular course, the English 111, and let's say that we'd like to do this one here on campus, Tuesday, Thursdays from 12:30 to 1:55. We copy the CRN, and then we add that to the other CRN box. You can click add as you go to keep adding more CRNs. And then you'll see both of them are listed, and then we're adding them to the summary so that they're added simultaneously. And then we can click submit to be registered for both the regular section and the support class along with it. So that shows you how to register for a support class. And finally, I'd like to show you how to register for a lab class, which usually happens with our science courses. So we'll demonstrate that with Biology 101, Concepts of Biology. And let's say that for Biology 101, that we would like to register for the first section here. So this is a mixed mode lab class. And if you click on class details here, you'll see that this is a 15-week blended section that has virtual classrooms, and it has required meeting times with it. It will also indicate that we must register for the lab class, which is going to be section M3L with this lecture course here. So if we look down at M3L here on the sections list, you can see M3L listed here, Fridays from 10 to 12:55 we'll have our lab class. So what we can do is we will copy the CRNs for both our lab class, which you can also get here, and from our lecture class. So let me do that here. And sometimes if you don't copy it correctly, it only copies 4 numbers. So we have to go back, and it's 8 to end that one. So we'll add the 8 here. And then we'll paste the other one. I just like clicking this to see that both are going to be added. So add to summary, both are pending, and we will click submit to add them to the schedule. Now, the nice thing is you can expand this and you can see what this looks like on a weekly basis for the classes that you've added. So you can get a weekly visual of your schedule. And they'll put the classes in different colors to show you the differences that you have for your classes during the week. We can also minimize this and click schedule and options. And we can email or print our schedule for a later time. Now we can also go back to our student services dashboard here by clicking banner, student services dashboard. And if you'd like, you can click schedule with book information, and that will link you to your schedule. And at the bottom, it will show you a link to the bookstore that shows the books that you need for each class. That information is also here when researching the specific sections. And if you click details, it shows you more specific information about each book, including the ISBN number that can be used to search online, and another link to the bookstore as well. In addition to being able to look up your schedule and book information, you might have questions about, now that we've registered, how much is this going to cost? So you can click here and check your account summary, which should show you a current balance. If you're interested in paying that online, you can click the Pay Tuition button here. And that's also available for you on your student services dashboard in the form of a Pay Tuition button. So both ways will take you pretty much to the same spot. Now, after you've paid tuition, or if you're maybe not paying tuition yourself, but you're wanting to use financial aid, you can click on here for award information, and then click here for view accept your awards to see what you have available to you in financial aid. And then we strongly recommend that you follow up with the financial aid office about how your aid can be used to cover your classes, and if you might have any outstanding balance left. Now, after you've registered for your classes, you've paid your tuition, you've bought your books, you may want to be able to check your degree progress or even refer back to the plan that your advisor created for you. So here you can click check your degree progress using DegreeWorks, and it will bring you into this program here. And you should have your updated program on file. If this is not the current updated program for you, please follow up with your advisor so that we can explain to you how to change and update your program. But as you scroll down, assuming this is the correct program for you, you'll be able to see your major requirements listed. And each one of these classes does allow for you to click on them to show more information about the course, including a course description, the prerequisites, when the course is offered each semester, including how it's offered, and the number of credits, along with a link to the schedule specific to that course. So DegreeWorks is a great tool to use while you're a student here at WCC. Now, we do recommend that you still work with an advisor every semester because DegreeWorks is not a perfect tool. And sometimes it's hard to understand or, quite frankly, incorrect. And so you want to make sure to work with an advisor and that you're not scheduling on your own. Now, assuming, and we can talk about the general education, which is listed here. Some general education courses do allow for choices, and those would be listed for each section. So as an example, if your advisor told you to take an arts and humanities elective, you can see all of the eligible choices here. When selecting two of them at the same time or for different semesters, just make sure that they are different subjects. Now, hopefully your advisor has created a plan for you. And if they made the plan in DegreeWorks, you can click the plans tab here and you should be able to see the classes that you all scheduled together. Now, as we're leading up to the start of the semester, you're registered in your classes, you're excited to start with us. It's very important that you're starting to check your WCC email on a regular basis. You can do that by clicking here and logging in with the same net ID and password you use for your MyWCC. Now, as we approach the start of the semester, once we're about a week out, you should start checking your email daily. Your instructors will begin to contact you as we approach the first day of classes. And that's usually how they will reach out. Within about a week, your classes should also be loaded into Blackboard here. So when we click in, you'll see you'll have a course list. And your courses within hopefully a week, for sure 2 days before the start, will be loaded in here. And this is especially the case for online and virtual classes. That's how you'll primarily be accessing those courses, through the online Blackboard system. So make sure that you're playing it around in here. And if you need some extra assistance with how Blackboard works, we do have some great resources available in here for you to be able to get some one-on-one Blackboard training or help as a student. And so please make sure to utilize that during your time. I believe if I click on student resources here, you should see that there are Blackboard common issues for students and some Blackboard videos to help explain to you the system that you're going to be using. Finally, to wrap everything up, we'll go back into the student dashboard here. And I'd like to scroll down a little bit more and just say that this was hopefully the first appointment that you've had with an advisor of many. And in order to reach back out with an advisor, during our peak times, we have drop-in available. And during our peak times, you might only be able to see an advisor through drop-in. And so you can click here to access an advisor through drop-in. Now, hopefully you have a specific advisor that you're working with that you might like to schedule regular appointments with. And to do that, you can click the schedule an appointment link, and it will prompt you through a series of questions of where do you want to make your appointment? And you can select academic advising. Then make appointment. What would you like to be seen for? Course planning as a current student or continuing student. And then you should see your advisor's name listed. Please indicate that maybe you have all availability so that you can get a wide span of when your advisor is available. And you can indicate the start and end times and search for their availability. Once you select everything, it will allow you to search for the available appointments for that advisor. Your advisor is available on campus through phone or Zoom appointments when possible. As you scroll down, you'll see that we have success coaches here who provide holistic, personalized support for students. We have personal counseling, student resource center. There's many different resources here you should look into as a student at WCC. If you're a student who has disability needs, we have our Learning Support Services office that you can connect with. We have our Learning Commons for tutoring help, our Writing Center for assistance with your writing assignments, and our Testing Center. So if you're at the point now where you need some follow-up testing, you can click on the Testing Center's website link, and it will show you their hours of availability, their location, and their contact information if you need to reach out to them. Well, I hope this was helpful for you. Of course, this is just the beginning of the relationship that you have with your advisor. So please feel free to be in regular contact with them with any questions that you have. And we're very excited that you decided to come to WCC. Have a great semester.